Welcome to the Slice Podcast. I'm your host, Christopher Martinez, and this is where I give you a slice of my mind. I'm in college now. It's been about almost a week since I moved in, and right now I'm just playing some Xbox. But I decided let me do one. I haven't done this in a while. I like my schedule so far. I can say that. My schedule is like this. Mondays, I have a class from 1:30 to 4:20. 4:20 blaze it. And Tuesdays, I only have a class from one. No, I have a class from 9 to 10:15. Wednesdays, which is today, I have a class from 1:30 to 4:20. Not the same classes as it is from Mondays, but the same schedule type. And on Thursday, I have the same class as I did on Tuesday from 9 to 10:15. And so far, I'm enjoying this. This schedule is great because I can wake up in the morning a little. I can shower. I can, get ready. I can slap myself in the face and wake up a little. And that's great. And I have the rest of the day to just mess around. And right now, I'm in an apartment suite with my friends on campus, and it's great. There's 5 of us. Decided to move in originally with, there was actually 4 of the people I had wanted to move in with, but one of them couldn't make it because he didn't pay the deposit. So it's just 3 of us. I mean, it's me, 3 other guys that we know, that I know, and one other guy. He seems pretty cool. He's a film buff like me. And that's really cool. And he also knows the room. I didn't expect that this guy that I don't even know, or now that I know him, but this random guy just knows the room. Funny enough, that's how me and my first roommate from last year, that's how we became friends, really. The first weekend, it was just me and him, just playing video games, going to get food, and coming back to play more video games. And out of nowhere, I said, "What a story, Mar." He leans over to me and he says, "You know that movie?" I look at him and I say, "You know that movie?" And we just instantly became friends like that. It was so cool. And every day I quote that movie. If you don't know what The Room is, let me tell you. The Room is considered to be one of the worst movies ever made. Let me give you a plot synopsis. The Room is about a happy banker named Johnny, whose life is going well for him. He has a future wife named Lisa. He has a boy, I guess you can call him a boy, but he's kind of an adult that goes to college that he adopted basically. Named him Denny. His name is Denny. And he has his best friend Mark. And everything's going great until Lisa cheats on Johnny with Mark. Because Johnny is quote unquote boring. That's the movie. And it's just a lot of dumb things in between, like Johnny going to a flower shop. You see the entire transaction being made. Johnny setting up a tape recorder so he can spy on Lisa. You see that entire thing go down. Pointless sex scenes that last way too long, that are just funny to watch because of how bad they're filmed and just the fact that they're way too long and the stupid music that's playing in the background. Like, oh my god, it's amazing. It's like it seemed intentional to be funny and bad, but it's just so beautiful to watch. I quote that movie every day. I wake up, see my roommate, and I go, "Oh, hi, Mark." I totally recommend watching this movie to anyone because it's terrible. It's really bad. And it's just funny to laugh at, but The guy made a movie. Tommy Wiseau, that's the director, the writer, the producer, and the main star of the movie. He made a movie and people like it. Probably not for the reasons that he wanted them to, but people still like it nonetheless. And that's something that kind of inspires me. Anyway, so yeah, get back to the other topic. There's five of us in a big room, or in a big apartment suite. We all get our own rooms. We get a kitchen that only has a fridge and a microwave. And we get a pretty decent sized living room. Has a couch and a coffee table. And I like it. I really do. I get the biggest room. I think it's only the biggest because of the way it's laid out. Because when you walk in, there's the hallway, and all the rooms are on the left. My room is just straight down the middle. Not as in like just a single line. It's at the end of the hallway, and it extends out into like a, I guess you can call it like a cube, sort of. I don't know. But it's a pretty big room. And I like it. Wish I could actually live here forever. Oh yeah, and there's two bathrooms. Sharing the bathrooms isn't bad. We all don't have the same bathroom schedule. That's cool. Because if so, then that'd be kind of dumb. All of us just wanting to go to the bathroom at the same time. But there's two, so it's whatever. It's fine. Um, I wanted to take this time to talk about some projects that I want to work on. There's another episode of Me versus Me coming out soon. Don't worry about that. Just to give you the title, though, it's called Me versus Me, Blame Trump. I'll let you guys figure out what that's about. Um, if many of you have followed me on Instagram, you probably know that I wanted to make a short series last year. And the title of it is called Piece by Piece. I'll give you a plot synopsis real quick. It's about these people that have died in real life. Well, not like our reality. It's just that people have died and they get resurrected as action figures, mainly bionicle toys. And they're given a second chance to undo a wrong that they've done in their life. But the only problem is they don't remember what it is. They somehow have to trigger it while living in this second body. And they have to try to undo it before a specific time happens. And if they don't do it, they just cease to exist. If they do succeed, they can move on to an afterlife. And I thought about it one day last year before school ended, before I graduated high school. And I was thinking, I could actually make this. I have old Bionicles. I have I have a creativity. I mean, I have a creative mind. I have some creativity. I got a phone. So let's film this. So I had the idea last year. I shot half of an episode and I never got around to doing it because moved out of the house to move into Sac State. That's where I go to school. And I originally wanted to do it at the house that I was at um, when I was back home because I had wanted it to be so that these toys get a place to live while they're trying to undergo their mission. But I didn't think it'd be suitable for an apartment because I wanted there to be multiple rooms and big spaces because a regular 2 by 2 dorm room I don't think would be a lot of space for the story that I want to happen. The story that I want to happen. And now that I have this big apartment suite with all my friends, I think I can do it. So I'm rewriting episode 1 because I was unsatisfied with what I had originally. I cut some characters off. Still keeping the premise though. That's the idea. That's the idea. Haha. See, I quoted the room again. Anyways, I'm keeping the same premise, and I think I can finish this by the end of the school semester. I'd originally wanted to be a 10-part series, but now I'm thinking I could probably do it in 8. 8 episodes, about 10 minutes each episode. And we'll see how it turns out, because I'm really proud of the idea, and I think I can pull it off. Um, I want to do a podcast at least once a week. I think I can round up some stories every now and then. I can always tell old dumb stories that happened to me. And I think that's it for now. Maybe more skits, opposite of the format of me versus me, because now I have my roommates to act in them. And I'm pretty sure they'd be more than down to do so. They enjoy my content. Them and the other 4 subscribers that I have enjoy my content. Now that I'm in Sacramento for the semester, I'm really thinking that if I can somehow, not somehow, I can put up like stickers, because whenever I'd walk to class last semester and the semester before, I'd always see people put stickers up for their SoundCloud. I'm not sure how much foot traffic they got from that, or how much attention they got from that. But if I could do something similar with my YouTube channel, with my content, I think I could grow a little. I want to get at least 100 subscribers by the end of September. I don't think that's something that can't be reached. And also, one more thing. I want to make a video on Steven Universe. I want to make a video talking about what I like about the show in the same format of the Bee and Puppy Cat video, but this is going to be more in depth, because I think Steven Universe, no, I don't think Steven Universe does have a lot more to talk about than Bee and Puppy Cat. It's a longer series. It has a lot to say, has a lot of great messages and themes that it presents. And it's a better show. I still love being Puppy Cat. I'm still waiting for being Puppy Cat Lazy in Space, but I do think Steven Universe does have a lot more to talk about. And I'm excited for the new movie coming out. Steven Universe, the movie. I checked the runtime, it's 82 minutes, so that's hour and 22 minutes. There's probably going to be commercials. It's going to be on Cartoon Network. It's coming out Monday, September 2nd on Labor Day, and I am excited for it. I've been staying away from the new trailers that they've been showing, and they showed the villain, and I've seen some screenshots. They've shown the villain, and people have already seen the movie, and I've been trying to stay away from spoilers. And apparently they're still wanting to make season 6 of Steven Universe, and I'd be really down for that. So, heads up for all that content coming up soon. With all this free time that I have, I'll be able to try to write one script or one. I'll be able to write one script or one new idea. I don't want to say that I want to make a video every week and then not do it, and then people get mad. My 4 subscribers get mad. No, I have 21, I think. So I just want to be able to take the time that I need to take to think of these more well thought out ideas. Because the things that I have done, the Arnold Schwarzenegger video, I'm not really proud of. I did that in a matter of, I don't know, 20 minutes. I made a smoothie one day and I thought, hey, I should talk like Arnold in this. And I did, and it kind of sucked. And it has that stupid PowerDirector thumbnail. Not thumbnail, the watermark. Now that I'm back at Sacramento, I can use the computer labs they have here, and they all have Adobe on them. They all have Adobe Premiere. So I'll use those. No watermark. And I'm just more comfortable with using them. I used them last semester for a film class that I had. And there's probably a lot more tools because the CyberLink PowerDirector things that I had, kind of old. But they came free with Windows 10, so thank goodness I was able to use them. So I was able to make the videos I did make over the summer. The other videos that I made, the one with the penny, my little short that I made for a class, that was something I had previously already had it on my other channel, my personal channel that I used to watch videos and whatnot. Because it was for a class, I put a lot of effort into it, making sure that I get the highest grade possible. I got 19 out of 20 on it. The only thing that the professor noted about it was that my phone kept autofocusing, and I'm pretty sure you'll be able to notice it. It's really noticeable. And that's the only problem she had with it. And I can still watch that today and say that I put a lot of effort into it. And I did. I storyboarded. I thought of the idea. I storyboarded it on a whiteboard, and it took an hour to shoot. But the turkeys. If you look at the video when my roommate Devin, he's on the floor, you can see their turkeys. It took us a while to get the turkeys away because the crackers were on the floor. And I didn't know the turkeys would have been there. So I thought that was kind of funny that they were just there in the shot. Took an hour to shoot, took a while to edit. It'd be nice if I could make money off of that, but no, because it has that freaking song in it. It's not like I can't make money anyways. I don't have enough subscribers or view hours. If I could make money off of YouTube, that'd be great. What else? What else did I upload? Oh yeah, the me versus me bananas. One day I was just thinking, what if I did this? So I took all the food off of the shelf of the fridge. I filmed that. I was home alone, no one was there, so I was able to get that done real quick. But I didn't like a line that I had said as the reasonable Chris. I had said, you just can't eat one kind of one food for the rest of your life, for your entire diet. And I said, it's okay if it's one kind of fruit or one kind of vegetable, but not one kind of one food for your entire diet. Something along the lines of that. And looking back, I can see the issue with that. I meant to say, like, you can't have only one kind of food for your entire diet. It's okay if you have like a preference in a fruit or a vegetable along with other foods in your diet, but you just can't only have one kind of food. Like the girl on My Strange Addictions who was addicted to cheesy potatoes. Imagine if someone only ate bananas. That'd be kind of funny. God, that sucks though. You wouldn't have pizzas, and pizza's the best food ever. Money is power. Power. Money is power. Power is no. Time is money. Money is power. Power is pizza. Because pizza is honestly the best food. I love ribs. I love making ribs. For those of you who follow me on Instagram or whatever, you know that I cook, do barbecue. Maybe I should do a cooking tutorial one day. Yeah, that sounds like something I'd do. But you know, I like to do barbecue. I love ribs, but I just love the mixture of dough, cheese, sauce, and meat. Pizza really is the best food ever. But I don't only eat pizza like the dumb Chris. Whenever I'm thinking of one of those ideas, I refer to when the banana Chris, I refer to him as the dumb Chris. But he is Christopher 2. He's going to be the unreasonable character. And Christopher 1 is going to be the more reasonable character. And now that I have Adobe Premiere, I'll be able to take a shot and be able to splice it so I can have the two characters in the same frame at the same time. But along with that, I have to time everything right. So when one talks, it's not just, one talking before the other. I have to time it right. That's gonna be fun to do. And the whole thing with this, me making content on YouTube, it's me practicing my skills as a filmmaker. I can't even call myself a filmmaker yet because I haven't made a film. But if I can make content, if I can make videos that can express either views or feelings, or if I can evoke emotion, I could call myself a content creator. I am one as of now, real kind of. I've always just been fascinated with media. I use Instagram to check memes every day. I enjoy memes. Memes are funny. Whenever I'm in a bad mood, memes. Whenever I'm bored, memes. If I want to make someone laugh, memes. There should really be memeology, like a course for memes in colleges. Because when you think about it, they've evolved and they are a part of internet culture. Even real life, people I'm not sure how long memes have been around for. It could be debatable that they've been around for quite a long time, even before they became mainstream. But they've evolved so much from your teacher took away your phone, mine took away my legs, and it's a picture of Darth Vader. They've evolved from that to freaking just a picture of baked beans. And people find it funny. It is funny. It's dumb, but it's funny. And everything's a meme. Everything is a meme, whether you like it or not. And it's really fascinating. And memes are a part of our lives now. They are embedded in our minds. They are embedded in the way we look at things because when you look at something, you'll automatically try to associate it with something else, like, huh, like this time, or like that time, or it's like this, it's like that meme. It's all thanks to Vine and TikTok. Vines and TikTok are ruining our society. Yeah, getting back to me talking about media, I enjoy going on like big people's Instagrams, like Trump, just to see people criticize him. I think it's entertaining because you'll have two sides. One will be like, vote for Trump, MAGA 2020. You know, who's with my president, the best president ever. And the other side is, oh my God, this is the worst president ever. Someone should kill this guy already. Oh my God, Trump is the worst president ever. Impeach 2020. You know, it's funny, and I just sit back and like I enjoy it. I try to. I've been trying to read a lot of news lately. Not a lot, just whenever I'm not doing anything, I'll try to look up an article and read it, so I can like better inform myself about what's going on now. Because let's face it, a lot of people aren't aware of anything. A lot of people aren't in touch with the news because social media outlets or news conglomerates, they make sure that they have a good picture, and they make sure they have a good like title for their news article, because people won't read past most people. I got a roommate really smart, knows a lot about politics and whatnot, history. He's a history major, but a lot of people just read the title and just base anything off of that. Like, read the article. Like, people put effort. Sometimes, it'd be funny if you just read an article with like a super eye popping title, but the entire article was just lol, lol, over and over again. That'd be funny. Yeah, I'm just trying to inform myself more on news, some articles every day. You gotta be informed. You gotta know what's going on around you. And at least my friends don't criticize me for not knowing much. Because to me, I think it could be hard to find a reliable source that just gives you the facts, because I don't think people want that, or the mainstream people. I think they want to be persuaded, not to be persuaded. They want to be spoon fed whatever they know. Because I don't think people can just, you know, look at an opposing side and agree with it automatically. They want to, they want their side to be right, and they just want to say, yeah, this is right because it came from this news source that I follow. I might lose every freaking subscriber I know, but I think I can consider myself a little more right leaning. But I won't listen to every word that Fox News says, because a lot of the articles are, Alexandria Ocasio Cortez makes another mistake, another foolish mistake. I don't know much about her. That's mainly my fault because I don't. It's been haven't been keeping in touch with a lot of news lately, even though I try to read some articles. But That's all I see on all these articles. Just everyone just trying to make fun of one person. everyone's just trying to make fun of one like big person so they can get the views, so they can get the foot traffic, so they can get the money. And I may be wrong on everything, I don't know. Just what I'm thinking. Maybe Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez is foolish. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. Because I don't keep up. And you'll see videos on Instagram or whatever trying to showcase how one side is wrong by the power of editing. Because they don't show the full argument. They show the little snippets because that's all people want to see. They're in a hurry. They don't want to sit down and watch the hour-long thing that happened. They just want the big highlights that showcase only a small portion of it. I was actually learning about this in a class the other day. Can't remember the name of the class, but it's talking about multicultural aspects in film, in American film. So African American, Asian American, um, African American, Asian American, um, like contributions to American cinema. So we watched a 40-minute documentary called Edward Said on Orientalism. And the main gist I got from that was that people see one side of something and they assume that entire side is based on that one thing. And the main example is this a person of this race committed a crime or did this act. So all of these people are just like that, which isn't the case at all. So you're gonna say that all white kids are school shooters? Are you gonna say that all black people are robbers or whatever? You're gonna say that all freaking Asian people are freaking, I don't know, math teachers? I'm not trying to be racist or anything. These are, assumptions that people will make based on one thing that they see, especially in media, because media has that power. Our professor put on a video from Watch Mojo, everyone's favorite YouTube channel, because it gives them the top 10 whatever based on a group of people's assumptions, not facts. And they'll take it as fact. People who will watch it will take it as fact. And, they said the video was, top 10 like racist but funny movie characters in movies. And one of them was from 16 Candles. The character name was Long Duck Dong. He was just a foreign exchange student who was with the main character's grandma and grandpa. And, he was portrayed as silly. He was portrayed as this kid who, crashed a car, who's a freaking party animal, who, obviously because he's from another country, doesn't understand all of the ways of this country. And the movie used him as a punching bag for a lot of things. I remember when watching it too, I'm like, I'm pretty sure people found this very funny in the old days. And I was being serious. Now I didn't find it as funny. I'm not saying it was bad because, movies come from a different time. And our professor was telling us, I don't know, something Griffith, whoever directed Birth of a Nation, didn't intend to make a racist film. That's just what it was. And in that film, all the black people were portrayed as fried chicken watermelon eating, women stealing monsters who took over the land. It was up to the white people to take the land back. Yeah, I haven't seen it. I should because apparently it's a not apparently it is known to be like a success in filmmaking, as in the style that it was made in, not the fact that it's demeaning towards black people. You can say Midsummer is demeaning towards Swedish people because all Swedish people will freaking drag you into a cult and kill you. No, Midsummer was not criticized, it was praised for being beautifully filmed. I feel like I'm getting a little off track here with Orientalism. God, I can't even remember what I was talking about before. I was talking about Orientalism. Uh, God, I wish I could figure that out. I hate when I get off track, start talking about a bunch of other things that don't pertain to what's supposed to be talked about. And that's whatever, though. I just wanted to speak my minds on whatever I had and whatever I had. I'm bored. Playing Xbox. Don't have a class until 1:30. I don't even know what time it is now. Not 1:30. I don't even think it's 12. Oh, it's 11:50. And I've been rambling on for 36 minutes. Let's see how much longer I can go for. Hour-long podcast, everybody. I can do it. I remember the first episode was 56 minutes, or some close to that. And the second episode, I got like 48 minutes out of it, but I cut it down to like 36 because I didn't like. I was talking about Disney live action remakes, but I had left out a couple movies. So that, and I just didn't feel. I felt like I should dedicate an entire podcast to it. I'm gonna look at my final thoughts on Orientalism. And, I was talking about how powerful media can be. How people will assume based off of one thing. Let me just give my final thoughts on that. Yeah, it's powerful because you see something made by someone, news article, a movie, and you'll probably make an assumption based off of that. Especially with the headers, you got to read more into the article, not just the freaking headers, not just the title, the big title that grabs your attention with a shocking phrase that is said. Look what Trump did. Look how foolish Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez is. Look how grumpy Bernie Sanders is. And people will buy into it. People will listen to it. Read the articles. I know a lot of people do, but most people don't. Do your own research. Don't be a freaking sheep. I don't know. Don't listen to me, I'm stupid. I'm just a freaking dumb 19-year-old playing Xbox, giving my own opinion on things. I might regret saying what I might say later. I don't know. We'll see. Um, yeah, let's talk about games. Let's talk about some games. Because in my freaking description for this channel in the bio, it says games. I want to talk about games. Um, now that I have my Xbox, I haven't turned it on all summer. I was working all summer. Not all summer. July and August. I was working July and August. But even before then, I haven't even turned the Xbox on. I didn't feel a need to. But I would have liked to. Right now I'm just playing Halo 5. Halo 5 Kardashians Guardians. It's called Halo 5 Guardians. Don't sue me, Kim. You have enough money. With that freaking TV show of yours that's been going on for God knows how long. Now the Kardashians joke was because there's a show that I watched called Arby and the Chief. Go check it out and give John Graham another subscriber. It's a show about two action figures, one Arbiter, one Master Chief, that use Microsoft Sam and Mike voices that go through dumb adventures in Halo, and they get in the video game. And as of now, John is on his 8th and supposedly final season of Arby and the Chief, and through flash forwards and flashbacks, the main thing that the show is going for is purpose. What is your purpose in life? Especially for these two toys, these two action figurines who can talk, who are living like us. And I drew a little inspiration from Arby and the Chief with my two shows, or with my show that I'm working on now. Because I think that's something important that people can think of. What is our purpose in life? What are we on this earth doing? What are we here to do? So I'm trying to implement, purpose into my story as to saying that there is an afterlife and we can get there. But because of us doing a horrible wrong that, not a horrible wrong, but us doing a wrong that permits us from going into an afterlife, we can fix our wrong, we can fix a mistake, and I'm saying we as in these toys, the toys that I'm working with, they can fix their mistake because this figure saw them fit to be able to go into the afterlife as long as they can fix this mistake after tragically dying. And that's their purpose, to undo their wrong. And I think I can pull it off good. Anyways, back to video games. Oh, I didn't even explain the joke. My God. So the joke is the Master Chief character, he's talking about like the new Halo games he wants. And something happened, they fell asleep, they woke up a long time later. I can't say what happens, but anyways, they're in 2017 or something, and Chief finds out that there's Halo 5, but because he is made in the show to be kind of dumb, he calls it Halo 5 Kardashians instead of Guardians. Anyways, that's the joke. Let me get back on to my talk on video games. So I'm playing Halo 5. Everyone calls it bad. Everyone calls it a bad game, but I still enjoy it. The campaign kind of sucks though. The story is kind of bad. It had so much potential, and the marketing freaking lied to everybody, thinking that this Spartan Locke character is gonna hunt down Master Chief, who did something bad, who turned evil, who turned rogue. But all it was Master Chief just saying, "No, I'm not going back to base." And everyone go, "Oh my God, he's gone. He's gonna do something wrong." So it's up to us to play as Spartan Locke, the most bland character ever, who has no emotional motivation for this. He's just doing it because he's on a mission. We might as well just be playing as a robot, because he evokes no emotion whatsoever. To go hunt down Master Chief. But it turns out that Master Chief is just trying to find Cortana. He's not doing anything wrong. And it turns out that Cortana is not dead from Halo 4. She's still alive. And she fixed her corruption from Halo 4. So that gets rid of all the emotional tension from Halo 4. And, it's just so repetitive. The missions go to this area, fight off all these enemies in this big area because this game was intended for multiplayer, but not split screen for some stupid reason. Multiplayer, as in you can only play with people online. So if you want to play with a friend with an Xbox, if you want to play with your friend or whatever, you got to get 2 Xboxes, 2 TVs, and Xbox Live Gold for both freaking systems. You can't just freaking do split screen anymore. Halo Infinite's gonna have split screen again, thank God. So yeah, but the multiplayer is fun. That's what I've been doing for the past, 40 minutes now. 43, 45, I don't know, I'm not gonna look. That's what I've been doing for the past, God knows how long I've been actually doing this for. What other games do I have? I really don't have much for the Xbox One. I have something called Zombie Army Trilogy. You go around Nazi Germany, I think, and you kill Nazi zombies. And it's fun for a while. I could pop it back in and play for a little bit, I don't know. And then I have Assassin's Creed Unity, I think. Oh, let me check. I don't know. Yep, Assassin's Creed Unity. Whenever I joke about it with my friends, I call it Assassin's Creed underwear because the UN, whatever. I remember I didn't have gold for a while for Xbox, so I was like, man, what do I do? Because the Halo 5 campaign's boring. I'm tired of playing Zombie Army Trilogy, so I popped in Assassin's Creed Unity. I haven't played an Assassin's Creed game before, and it was fun for a while. So it was just the same. Go to this guy and slice him, and go chase this guy down and slice him, and don't get caught by the guards, and then go capture this. And the whole idea of it's kind of dumb too, where I don't even know what they're looking for. You're like a guy, they look through your memory somehow, and you're living as your ancestor. But you still have to make the actions of the ancestor and complete all these missions so you can find something that the people are looking for. But why do you have to live the life of your ancestors? Like, why can't they just look in your memory? If they can send you back in time that way, why can't they just look through your memory so you don't have to do that? I don't know, it's dumb. Other games I can play on the Xbox One. I have Halo Combat Evolved Anniversary. That's fun. Good campaign. It's very fun. I have Halo Reach. Just last semester, I had finally beat it on Legendary. I've only beat it on Heroic before. I did it. Adrian, I did it. I did it. I beat Halo Reach on Legendary. But I don't get the helmet. I don't get the cool helmet. Adrian, help me. That's not Arnold. That's my Sylvester Stallone impersonation. Do you guys like it? Let me know what you think in the comments below if you like my Sylvester Stallone impersonation. Anyways, yeah. So I beat Reach on Legendary finally, but when you beat Reach on Legendary, you're supposed to get a helmet, a really cool helmet, but you have to go into the Halo waypoint to get it. But there is no Halo waypoint anymore. Now it's the Halo channel, and I went there and there's nothing I can do. So I beat Halo Reach on Legendary. And I can't get a helmet for a game that came out nearly 10 years ago, or 10 years ago, probably no, 10 years ago. I don't remember when it came out. And here I am complaining about a game that came out a long time ago that I can't get an armor permutation for. Whoop-de-doo. This is where I am in my life, everybody. No, Reach is fun though. Me and my roommate um, played Reach last year. We just did firefight, messed around a lot. And when the fires were happening last year, um, our school was shut down. We couldn't go to our classes. And for the meantime, we were just like, what do we do? There's nothing to do. So there's a big TV in the recreation room. We went over there. I plugged the Xbox in, and we just played Reach. We played Reach. We watched movies, dumb videos, had a blast. And that's when I made most of my friends in SAC. And some of them are the people I'm in my room with now, and I'm glad I made those friends. They really made my time here. You know, I'm glad I don't have like douchebag roommates. I like all my roommates. I like all my friends. Anyways, let's get back on the topic of video games, because that's what I'm doing with my life as of now. I'll give you a director, guys. Don't worry. I'm gonna make my superhero movies. I'm gonna make movies. Don't worry. I'm not wasting my life away. I did 20 push-ups today. Okay? I'm okay. I did 20 push-ups and 20 sit-ups, with more on the way. Don't worry. I'm not a complete waste of space. I have GTA 4. I remember I had that. I got that for Christmas a long time ago. Probably when I first got my 360 back in 2010. And it was for the family. Me and my sister, my brother. We all got the Xbox. And my uncle got me Grand Theft Auto 4. Yep, that's totally an appropriate game for a little boy like me at that point. I was 10. I'm kidding. Nah, I didn't. If I saw something bad in a video game, I would have replicated in real life. Because video games cause violence, everybody. I guess there's an argument to say that people can be influenced. I don't know. Don't listen to me. Don't listen to me. Don't listen to me. I don't think video games are telling you to go out on the street and kill people. I don't think video games are telling people to go run people over with cars and pick up prostitutes and do drugs or whatever. No, that's not the intent of video games. Video games are to have fun. Video games are to take you on a journey like a movie. That's what video games are for. Entertainment. Not to spread political messages or to influence people to do bad things, no. Yeah, so had Grand Theft Auto, messed around with it for a while, and it got scratched up. Yeah, the game got scratched, so we couldn't play it on the 360. And at that point, I had given up on the story. I was just messing around with the game. Because, it's fun to do that in Grand Theft Auto, mess around. And all of a sudden, I brought it to school last semester. I plugged in the Xbox One. I inserted it into the Xbox One, and it started working all of a sudden. I was like, no way. It didn't work on the 360, but now it suddenly works on the Xbox One? You gotta be kidding me. So I started over. Had to start over. Beat the story mode. Had a blast, and it was fun. And besides that, I don't think I have any other games or any other games that I play. I want to pick up Rare Replay so I can play Banjo-Kazooie and Banjo-Tooie and Conker's Bad Fur Day. Never played them, but I heard they're great games. I want to get into old games again. I want to get back into the GameCube era because that's what I love the most. GameCube is my favorite console. I had the most memories playing GameCube. Wind Waker, Legend of Zelda Wind Waker. Probably my favorite video game of all time. It's just so fun. It's just so enjoyable. Just such a well crafted video game. Um, let's see what else. Double Dash. Anyone remember Double Dash? That was great. Um, Melee. Melee was awesome. What was it? Rogue Leader, the Star Wars game, where you're flying ships. It was freaking cool. The Mario parties, of course. I think the GameCube had the most Mario Party games. It was just such a cool idea for a console. It's a cube. The controllers are probably the best controllers ever. And it sucked that it didn't sell that many units. Possibly because the Xbox and the PlayStation 2 were out at that time. Around at that time. Ugh. But great console nonetheless. I had the most fondest memories playing GameCube with my cousins, siblings. The GameCube and the Wii. I've been wanting to get more into Nintendo, like Nintendo stuff though. I want to get a Switch. My roommate, who is one of my roommates here, has a Switch. He had it last semester, and oh my god, it's freaking the most unique idea for a console ever. A handheld. I mean, I guess the Wii U. It's it's basically an updated, better version of the Wii U. A handheld and a home console. But better, yeah. We all just, when Smash Bros. Came out, we just messed around in the recreation room, stayed up heck late, playing Smash Bros. 8 of us. I was perfectly fine with using a single Joy-Con. They just did such a great job with, making the Switch. It's just such a unique console. And I want to Switch. I want to play the games. I want Breath of the Wild. I want Odyssey, Mario Kart. And I might want to replay Steam Universe Save the Light on there. Want to play the OKKO video game. I don't know. Astral Chain looks kind of cool. It sucks that they don't put GameCube games on there though. Because you know what? A lot of those games are gonna die out, and the Switch is like a perfect console to have them on. But I think the main reason they don't want to put GameCube games on there is because then people won't want to play any of the new games. Because what's the point when you can play all the coolest games on GameCube? What's the point of getting new games when you can just... What's the point of getting a new Mario Kart when you can play Double Dash, the best Mario Kart ever? The most fun Mario Kart ever. And everyone's gonna cry and say that Melee is the best Melee. I mean, Melee is the best Super Smash Brothers. I don't know, but Melee was fun. I think I played Brawl the most, but to each their own. Um, but GameCube games were awesome. The Switch is awesome. I want a Switch. And I wanted to talk about something too. I want to talk about video games. Something specific about video games though. Consoles. I had come up with a thought a while ago and said that whatever consoles that we're on now should be the last consoles for a really long time. Because What's the point of making new consoles, making new games, and then people getting mad because they can't play the old games, and they're saying it's not as good as the old console, and then emulating old games, and people not getting the money for the games that they made. When, you know, have every single game available on whatever console that they're intended for. And the three main consoles are Switch, PS4, and Xbox One. Now, those are it. So, have all PlayStation games available for PS4, all Xbox games available for Xbox One, and all Nintendo games available on Switch. And keep it like that for like 20 years. That's just my thought on it, though. Keep continuing to make more games, because then I understand the whole competition thing. You have to make the next console and you have to beat the other one to it, so you can get more. You get more sales, and you got to show what games you have. That the others aren't showing. And you know what? I'm tired of console wars, because get the game that you want. I don't listen to me. um, I used to say for years that I hated PlayStation because, you know, it doesn't have Halo. I love Halo. I love playing Halo. It's fun, enjoyable. But I'd want a PS4 because of like a certain number of games, really. Like, I don't know, I've heard of The Last of Us was good. Um, Everyone says the new God of War is really good. I want to play Gravity Rush because that looks really cool. And I've always wanted to play Infamous. Both Infamous games, those look really cool. And that's kind of it though. But I think my main gripe with the PlayStation, I don't know, the interface doesn't look, not the interface, I don't know how to say it. Like, the main menu screens doesn't seem all appealing to me. And I don't like the controllers. I don't like the PlayStation controllers. They just seem so small. I like the big Xbox controllers. With my dumb monkey hands, my dumb gorilla hands that I have, I like the big Xbox controllers. They just feel comfortable. But, I don't hate PlayStation like I used to say when I was a dumb kid. Anyways, back to my point. But the PS5 might come out next year, I think, and the Xbox Scarlet is gonna come out next year, I think, and it's gonna launch with Halo Infinite. And I'm thinking, oh crap, I want to play Halo Infinite, but that means I have to get an Xbox Scarlet. But no, it's gonna be available for Xbox One as well. That's cool. Because people are always gonna want to play old video games on their newer consoles, because then they're gonna have to just keep having to hold on to their old consoles forever. And old stuff can get damaged, broken easily. This is me getting back to the old point of having old games readily available. It'd be cool to be able to play the old games, how they were made, how they were intended to be played on all these newer consoles. I'm not saying that these next consoles should be the last consoles ever, just the last consoles for a long time. But that's dumb, because competition makes everything thrive. And it's just dumb to say no more consoles for 20 years. Because then people are going to get bored. That's what I think. And that's my 2 cents on that. I don't really think I have much to say else. that's just what I had to say. So let's see what we talked about. We talked about media. We talked about influence, Orientalism, to my knowledge, to the extent that I know of. Talked about video games. We talked about college, being back. Guess who's back? I'll stop. I'll stop that. So yeah, this was the Slice Podcast, where I give you a slice of my mind. I'm your host, Christopher Martinez. I'm your host, Christopher Martinez, not Krista Martinez. Hope you all enjoyed this podcast, and I'll see you next time. Bye. If you're new to the channel, click subscribe, grow my numbers, share this with a friend. Tell me what you liked below in the comments. And now I'll see you next time. Bye.